What up, everybody? It is time for the next park here on this amazing Japan trip. Guys, I'm at Universal Studios Japan. Absolutely insane, surreal that this isn't Orlando. You get that giant canopy. That's the big difference between this one and Orlando. Awesome, really, really good bucket list roller coasters here, notably Flying Dinosaur, B&M Flyer that opened in 2016. Let's get this ride behind me called Hollywood Dream the Ride. We're gonna give a go on that one as well. Maybe a Gerstlauer spinner that's indoors too. We'll see. This should be a good time. Flying Dinosaur though, that's the draw for me for this park. And obviously, I mean, I like Universal and Orlando as a whole as well. So let's see what Universal Studios Japan has to offer, guys. We're gonna be here like a night. It's gonna be kind of a mishmash vlog because we're here a night and a full day. So we'll see how that goes. So Universal Studios Japan, it's kind of odd because it's like a mix of Universal Studios in Orlando and Islands of Adventure because it surrounds this gorgeous lake. Obviously, you get Jurassic Park behind me, which is an Islands of Adventure, but then you got, you know, the Jaws land, that's Hollywood Dream, which is their version of Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. I've heard it's better. I'm excited for it. And then you got this area, which is like almost exactly pulled from Universal Studios Orlando. What? This is amazing. Holy crap. Seeing Super Nintendo World for the first time. This is absolutely incredible. What? Oh my God, that is amazing. This is unbelievable. We've been kind of rushing through this queue, so excuse me being out of breath because the park's about to close and we had to rush to get here. So I'm trying to fully enjoy this queue, but oh my God. This is insane. What? Absolutely unbelievable. So I have no idea what this ride does. I have avoided all spoilers. I've heard it's pretty awesome. Look at these things. We got streams, we got the cannons. I don't know why I'm wearing this. It's not 3D glasses, clearly. I don't know. I feel like we're Mario Karting again, apparently. Everybody just looks so ridiculous wearing all these Mario hats.
You do look pretty cool.
You honestly look really good.
Yeah, look at it works on you. It does not work.
This is so cool. What? This is a much different entrance to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter than you see at Orlando. Kind of a fan. Very mysterious. And you just kind of walk through these trees, which is really cool. This is going to be so cool seeing another Wizarding World that's not in Orlando. What? Oh, I am so excited to do the Universal Studios Japan version of Hagrid. Oh. There's no Hagrids here. Oh, there's fire though. That's kind of cool.
This is uncomfy. Why is it?
And there it is. Another Hogwarts. Yeah, but instead we're in Japan. What I don't like though is you can see the show building for Forbidden Journey. Come on, guys. Clean that up. Otherwise though, of course, it looks just as iconic as the one in Orlando. I gotta get to the one in Hollywood someday. Flying Dinosaur is behind me, everybody, here at Universal Studios Japan. After Ijunaika and Akuge, this was next on my most anticipated roller coasters of this entire trip. I am so excited to get on some Flying Dinosaur because I loved Tatsu at Six Flags Magic Mountain, the best B&M flyer in the US. By all accounts, this is better. Tatsu got over a 9 when I scored that. my second favorite roller coaster in all of Magic Mountain. This ride looks amazing. I love the color scheme, very unique color scheme. Different green, love the gray supports. You get the Jurassic Park soundtracks playing all around you. And this thing looks like a beast of a B&M Flyer, 151 feet tall, 62 miles per hour, 5 total inversions. Of course it has the famous pretzel loop like all the B&M Flyers, but this has almost like another pretzel loop. I don't even know what the element is. It's like a fly-to-lie inline twist. It's like you're turning like it's a zero-G roll, but you go like right into that fly-to-lie position. I've heard this is one of the most intense B&Ms in the world. It's a beautiful day today. We're gonna get some night rides as well, I think. Flying Dinosaur, another one that's happening. It is open. All the true bucket list coasters that I wanted to ride this trip, they were all open. I am so thrilled about that fact. Let's hop on some Flying Dinosaur, Universal Studios Japan. I love this Zero car. That's so good. Something that I didn't realize is that the pretzel loop goes right underneath the entrance to Jurassic Park. How cool is that? I believe it is the only pretzel loop that features a tunnel feature as you're in that lie to fly position. That's honestly really cool. It's a really cool effect when you're on it. Yet another review, at least the start of a review where I'm a little speechless and my mind is blown. All the hype that I had about Flying Dinosaur, I was underselling it. That is one of the best B&Ms. Hi, Taylor. He knows. That's one of the best B&Ms in the world. Dare I say, the best B&M in the world. Wow. Wow, Dan, how good is that ride? Really good. It's really good. Bunch of cameos in this review. Woo! So, full disclosure time. Clearly it's daytime. We came here last night. They have a day-and-a-half ticket that you can buy. We rode twice last night, and just now, again, during the day, I cannot express enough how intense that roller coaster is. I've seen a POV years ago. I still didn't really know what it did. That first element, after the drop, where it just feels like a casual, relaxing zero-G roll. No. It goes into that fly-to-lie position and you get hit with that insane pretzel loop-like forces. But that's not the pretzel loop. The pretzel loop comes after that, and you feel it again as you're going through a tunnel. Maybe the most intense start to any roller coaster ever, yes, because it's longer than I-305's turn. One of the best first halves of any roller coaster in the world, period. Then you fly over this beautiful lake here into a helix, and then you do an actual majestic, relaxing zero-G roll right into the brakes. I've never smoked in my life, but the phrase "I need a cigarette," not that I actually will, applies to after getting off Flying Dinosaur. Oh, I'm not giving a score yet because we're gonna ride some more today. But that's a top 10 roller coaster for me. I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm toying with comparing it to Ichinike and Akuge for best on this trip. It's that good. And you know how much I love Tatsu, so this shouldn't come as much of a surprise that I loved Flying Dinosaur so much. Woo! Let's keep this vlog going. Also, again, before my final score later tonight, if you remember my review of Velocicoaster, you know how much I love Jurassic Park. Did that factor into Velocicoaster being number 1? It did. Is that some bias for Flying Dinosaur? Yeah. Yeah, it is. You know it. They even have the Lost World soundtrack playing in this area, which I think is an underrated movie. Lost World is the second Jurassic Park movie. Pretty dang good. Hello, everybody. People in Japan love to wave. Hi. I don't hate that at all. Oh my God. Is that a wild Megan I see in row 2 on the right? Ah. Time to check out Super Nintendo World in the daytime now. I still love this tube effect.
I will never get over seeing this.
This looks fake. If people would keep walking, that would be nice. Otherwise, it looks really, really amazing during the day. You didn't know there's actually a bottom floor to Nintendo World. Yeah, you can really tell just how extensive this land is. We're about to do Yoshi's Adventure, which again, I have no idea what it does. I think it's a dark ride. You can see the vehicles go up here. Is it like a people mover? I'm excited for it nonetheless, because this area is so well themed.
Hey, Taylor.
Hi, Taylor. This is adorable.
An ostrich.
Man, this place is crowded. Mario Kart Challenge, I think that's what it's called, right? That is so overwhelming the first time you do it. This is going to be a mess, guys. Just absolute insane crowds. Probably a bad idea to do this year, but I need the background. Yeah, that is such an overwhelming experience. That was my first ever like virtual reality type ride ever. I never did a roller coaster before. So you're supposed to like look through your glasses, and that's where you aim to shoot. You know, the Koopa Troopers, Bowser and his gang. The sets themselves are amazing. You go through Rainbow Road, you go... I played Mario Kart. I don't know all the tracks off the top of my head. There's one with clouds. Then you go into like Bowser's Castle. But it's really, really well done. Definitely ride it more than once if you can. The first time, if you don't do well, it's a lot. It's a lot. But it's still a really fun time. Obviously, insanely modern. Overall, a good time. Is it my favorite dark ride in the world? Probably not. Definitely the ones at Disney I'd prefer over that one, but it's still really, really good. But that's it for Super Nintendo World. See you at Epic Universe. It wouldn't be a Universal Park without a Mel's Drive-In, or as they like to call it at Halloween Horror Nights, Mel's Die-In. I did not realize just how much this area looks like Universal Studios.
Get ready to get down.
I thought it was going to be a completely different park, and it's kind of not. A lot of similar areas. They have an entire Minions land here. It's not just attractions on the side of the road like Orlando. They do have Minion Mayhem, but they got a whole street just for Minions. Pretty cool. Let's do yet another roller coaster review of a B&M here at Universal Studios Japan. That's Flying Dinosaur. That one was awesome. But now we got to do the other B&M here. It's called Hollywood Dream The Ride. It opened here in 2007. It's technically a B&M Hyper model. It's a throwback to my third review of the year. Third review of last year of Goliath and Laurent. B&M Hyper model, but it's not actually a Hyper because it's only 144 feet tall. Kind of crazy. Flying Dinosaur is actually taller than the Hyper. here at Universal Studios Japan. Hit speeds at 56 miles per hour. It looks odd because it's a shorter height, has a cool helix right here. It goes like up and over and through some buildings, and there's a forwards train and a backwards train. That's kind of cool. That's kind of unique, especially for this model type. You don't see backwards hypers really ever. Maybe backwards seats, not the whole train. So I don't know if we're going to get to experience that. Right now, the backwards train's over 100 minutes, and so is the forwards train, so is the single rider line. All lines of this right now are over 100 minutes. Not great. It is a very busy day here at Universal Studios Japan. We're going to give it a go. I'm sure we have to get on at some point and ride Hollywood Dream, the ride. No idea what to expect. It could be mid, it could be good. All I know is that this is what should have been Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket at Universal Studios Florida, but we got a Mauer instead. We'll see if this is any better. I hope it is, because that ride ain't great. Just got off Hollywood Dream the ride for the first time, and yes, I did it backwards for my very first ride. What a wild experience doing a hyper model backwards in B&M trains. Such a unique experience, but man, what a great experience. Solid airtime, and of course, you're going backwards, it's surprise airtime. I didn't know the layout. It was my first ride, so that was a really cool way to do it. This is a 17-year-old B&M, and my God, it is glass smooth. One of the smoothest B&M, again, hypers that I've ever done. The music was really cool. There's only 5 songs, and yes, I didn't know this beforehand. It's like Rip Ride Rocket, where you get to choose your own song. Only 5 songs. They have Happy by Pharrell. They have 3 Japanese songs, and they have Bad by Michael Jackson. I did the custom USJ Japanese song for my choice. You know what? It was kind of lit. It was a good time. I really enjoyed that song. Really enjoyed the ride. The helix backwards, woo! Some good forces, really solid airtime. I'm curious if the front experience now is going to be any better. When I experience that, then I will give my final score. Hollywood Dream, the ride in the front. We never get to ride it in the front. This park is so stupidly busy. That's okay though, so I'm gonna try my best to kind of imagine what it would be like going forwards. I think it would still be good. I don't think it would be this top tier amazing ride. There is some pretty good airtime. The backwards row is really good. I don't know if I can give an official score. It's fun. I'd say, you know, I'd give it over an 8. The backwards experience probably in the 8.5 range, but it's fun. I really wish we got the front going forward, but the backwards ride is really good. I think it would be better in the back. That's Hollywood Dream the ride. I like the music. It's nighttime, guys, so it might do that high pitch thing. I don't know why. Just did Space Fantasy, but it's now has like a Dragon Slayer overlay. It was my very first VR coaster. I need to get better lighting here. Let's get some better lighting. There we go. That's a lot better. It was my very first VR coaster. 524th credit. My first VR, because I kind of missed that boom in the mid-2010s. Like, I became an enthusiast just after that. Really fun ride. Like, actually smooth. It's a mock spinner. I kind of like the VR effects. It was a cool effect. It was my first time. But then in our group, everyone like said, oh, I'm going to take it off, see what the actual ride looks like. And apparently it was amazing. It was like Space Mountain with like space planets and stars flying everywhere. So I'm a little bummed that apparently it was better without VR. So, well, I am bummed about that. It was cool to actually experience a VR roller coaster. Now I can check that off the list. I don't have to do one ever again. But it is a good ride. This honestly, with this, Hollywood Dream and Flying Dinosaur, hello. Decent little top 3 here at Universal Studios Japan. All right, before he leaves tomorrow, I had to get at least one solo interview with Matt. Amazing guy, all around.
Stop it.
El Toro extraordinaire.
Yes.
Flying Dinosaur.
Oh my god. Everything about this ride is just amazing. I cannot find one bad thing about it. I actually put it in my top 10 if I were to rank. But just this ride, from the lift to the drop and just everything after that, it's not a traditional flyer. And it's so disorienting in the best way possible, because I'm used to rides like Superman and Tatsu every now and again.
Right, yeah,
But this ride, literally, it has like a bat wing pretzel dive. Well, I don't even know what it is. It is just so amazing. And I have nothing but good things to say about it. And the operations here are so good.
Fantastic,
that
surprising
the
for Japan.
Exactly. That the lift actually has to slow down. And I think that adds so much more to the ride, because the lift crawls a little bit and then it speeds up, and it just adds an element of surprise spookiness that...
Yeah, right? That's so true.
Everything about it was just amazing.
Normally people that say, oh, that's top 10 ride, I'm like, come on, you're overdoing it. Not this one. Not this one.
Top 10 ride.
Matt, you're the man. I love you. I hope you're in more videos in the future.
Yes,
you
me
should
too.
be. Flying Dinosaur, everybody. I said I'd come back after a night ride. Final score. It's a 9. It's top 10. That's a 9.47. I don't know where that ranks. Pretty dang high.
Pretty dang high.
Pretty dang high. It's definitely whoa. There's so many freaking people in this park. Crashing left and right. Guys, I'm not exaggerating. That's the best B&M I've ever been on. The only one I can see topping is maybe Starry Sky Ripper in China. I've heard that's also bleeping insane. 9.47 Flying Dinosaur. And honestly, I feel like I'm being conservative there. I was thinking about putting it even higher, but it's really dark, guys. That's Universal Studios Japan. Absolute madness of a day. First lie of the trip. We did get front row on Hollywood Dream at night. That's a great night ride. Oh my God, the Universal Resort all lit up. You can see the entire park all lit up at night. Really, really cool. Osaka Lover, that was the name of the song, right?
Yeah.
That's a bop. Number 1 if you're riding Hollywood Dream. I wish this was at Universal instead of, Orlando instead of Rip Ride Rocket. But Rip Ride Rocket might be getting removed anyway, so build one of these there. That would be awesome. Anyway, it's a great ride, 8.31. The surrounding lights help, the music helps, and it's so freaking smooth. And really good airtime. Great helix, too. That's it from tonight. One more park here in Japan, just one more. But it should be a good one. Has a really big wooden roller coaster. Let's see where that ranks. Talk to y'all tomorrow. It's loud. It's Halloween Horror Nights.